Join me now in a moment of silent prayer.
I know who the bomber is.
What makes you so sure it was Minsky?
She was my fiancée.
Otto! You fell for it again?
I spent 8 years thinking about you, you self-righteous pig.
You know what, Otto? You're gonna even do more time. He blew the DA's office up.
Get down!
Works for me.
The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil. My cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Join me now in a moment of silent prayer.
So why blow up at me? What's the big deal?
You don't remember, do you? You made a promise to me, and based on that, I made a promise to my mother. I'm supposed to have dinner with her tonight.
So make it for some other night. Look, I thought I could do this stakeout on my own. Now I realize I can't.
You really don't remember, do you? I can't do it some other night. It's her birthday. Tonight is her birthday, tonight.
Tell her I said congratulations, huh? It looks like something's hit the fan here, huh?
Hey, you're not going to change the subject that quickly here, my dear. You're not going to start World War III between me and my mom just when we barely achieved a separate peace.
Look, you are going on that stakeout with me. That's the way it is. Captain's orders.
Well, I can handle the captain.
Now, wait a minute. What is it with the women and their mothers anyway, huh?
It was commercial explosive. Very serious stuff. Pound for pound, the best thing on the market.
Campbell?
Can't figure it. If it was a hit on the funeral, why so far away?
Captain, the press boys are down at the front desk. Channel 13 is setting up a mobile unit in the parking lot.
Such a nice day.
Well, what are you going to tell them?
What are you two doing here?
It was about our stakeout tonight, Captain. I was under the understanding.
Just do it. Can't you see that I am kind of busy? Look, what do you suggest I say? We got a new nut that's running around blowing up marble angels in cemeteries?
Well, wait a minute. What cemetery?
St. Andrews. Look, Hunter, there's something going on between you and McCall. It is between you and McCall. All right? You got your assignments? Discussion ended?
Yeah.
What's the body count by now?
Hunter, we're not through with this yet.
Yes, we are.
What do you mean?
Well, I'll just do the stakeout alone.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait. You can't be giving in that easily.
You won, okay? Go for it.
Then how come I feel like I lost just because I held you to a promise?
don't know.
Hunter! Hey, Parnelli, where are you going? Hey, hello. Where are we going?
Hunter, you on this?
Bomb went off right on top of those 3 columns, didn't it?
Yeah, that's the blast center.
There was an angel on top of those columns.
Yeah, parts of her are scattered all over the yard, but how did you know?
He's back.
Who's back?
Minsky.
Otto Minsky from Florida? What about that bank bombing in 1978? I thought he was doing 10 to 20.
Yeah, well, time flies when you're having fun.
No PD required. Battalion 9, the PD are going to that location.
What makes you so sure it was Minsky?
Because I picked out this angel. It was for Xena.
I'm so sorry.
No, I'd be more than pleased to, on behalf of the division. Well, thank you. Bye-bye. What?
About that bombing?
I turned that over to Lieutenant Finn. Talk to him.
Lieutenant Finn, who's that?
Lieutenant Ambrose Finn. We're lucky to have him. He's up in Gleason's old office. Still here?
I've heard of him. He's supposed to be tough. You know, they've got a saying about him downtown. It goes, why does Finn wear red suspenders?
I give. Why?
To hold his guns up.
Oh, that Ambrose Finn.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying, but we'll do it my way, okay? Sorry about the interruption. Now, what were you saying about the bombing?
I know who the bomber is, Otto Minsky.
Lieutenant, you're in charge of the bombing now, right?
I'm in charge of the investigation, yeah. What do you want?
Anything. Something to throw to the wolves out there. Will you make a statement?
I'm sure Captain Weiler would prefer to talk to the press.
Oh, no, Lieutenant. He sent me to see you.
Well, what you tell him is that the department can't make any kind of statement that would jeopardize the investigation.
Oh, come on, Lieutenant. There's a public outcry over this desecration of graves. There are 50 reporters out there with TV cameras. And heaven help us, a church group.
Okay. What about this Otto Minsky?
Well, he's been back in town for 2 weeks, and he blows up the grave of Xena Curtis.
Who's Xena Curtis?
She was my fiancée.
Oh. Well, Hunter, I understand how you feel, but I need some facts.
He did it, that's the fact.
Here's another one from Florida.
Something we can hand out?
No. I arrested Otto here in Los Angeles 8 years ago. Now, he had a prior in Jacksonville, and Florida had a better case on him, so we sent him back there. They cut him loose 2 weeks ago.
You're not going to believe this. Some disc jockey in Jacksonville put up some sort of a fundraiser to get Otto on a plane back to California.
Ah, Florida's answer to crime prevention.
I think blowing up Xena's grave is a personal message to me.
But the press can get a hold of this personal stuff, turn it around, make it seem like your vendetta.
Let them.
Okay. Tell them we got a strong suspect under investigation right at this moment.
Right.
Well, does that mean we can follow up on this?
You bet. Go get him. Say, Hunter, I've read the reports on you two. I like your style, but just in case you're tempted, no technicals on this one.
Oh, sure. That was a train station in Jacksonville. They were lucky on that one. There was nobody home.
What made him do it?
I don't know. It's just what he does. At his trial, he called himself Death. Death the Avenger. What do you want, Otto to come down and let us in?
We don't have a warrant, you know.
Well, if you make that phone call, we won't have Otto either. Yeah, I think this gate's a fire hazard. If there was a fire in here, how would the cops and the fire department get in here?
I guess they'd just have to find a way.
Yeah. I guess we're gonna have to find a way. You know, McCall, sometimes you act as if picking locks is a God-given talent. But watch old Hunter, huh?
This'll help.
You're a riot. You're hilarious.
What about the dog?
What about what dog?
That dog.
Pathetic watchdog.
Don't move, police. Turn around.
Seems like I misjudged you. Welcome to L.A., Otto.
You're Otto Minsky?
Well, I think Mr. Hunter has already told you who I am.
I want to hear it from you.
Otto Minsky. Although I'm not the same Otto Minsky that Mr. Hunter used to know.
Come off it, Otto. You're still a godforsaken human being you always were. And no smart lawyer will ever change that.
Well, speaking of smart lawyers, say hi to mine.
Before anyone says anything, I want these off.
You're his lawyer?
My name is Tiffany Reed. I'm staff counsel for the American Legal Action Committee. Off.
Okay, officer.
I always wondered how it might feel to be wearing those. I don't like it.
Well, you're not supposed to.
Why didn't you just tell me who you were before I put them on you?
Because I wanted to see how far you'd go, both of you, in violation of Mr. Minsky's civil liberties.
Civil liberties? Give me a break.
Oh, hasn't word of the Constitution reached this little outpost of frontier justice?
What were you doing in his apartment?
I got a call from Mr. Minsky because he heard a radio report about the bombing at St. Andrews. He was almost certain that you'd come there. He was quite convinced that you'd violate his rights, which you did. And because of those violations, you, the department, and the city of Los Angeles will find yourselves in court.
Otto knows I'm a cop. He saw me through the screen door and took off running.
He walked from one room into the next.
And then he jumped out the damn window. Of course
Violations
I followed
include
him. What was
illegal
I
entry,
supposed to
illegal
do?
search and seizure, assault.
Whoa, hold it right there, Miss Reed. This whole thing stinks of provocation to me, including the fact that you failed to identify yourself to the officers. Now, if Sergeant Hunter here has stepped out of bounds, he'll suffer the consequences. But you are not going to be the judge of that.
I don't intend to be the judge. Only Mr. Minsky's legal representative in a court of law. A commodity in short supply, it seems, in this division. I assume we're free to go?
Yeah, you're free.
Come along, Otto. I'll buy a cup of coffee to make up for the one I spilled on your rug.
Make sure they find their way out. Busting down a door with an ALAC lawyer inside. Come on, Hunter.
It was a setup and everybody knows it.
Oh, yeah, we all know a lot, but there's a big difference between knowing and proving. Need I remind you two that we're in the proving business here? Knowing's for weathermen and freaking psychics. Get it in gear, for God's sake.
Come on. Buy you some coffee.
You guessed it. What do you want, Hunter? 2 teas.
We'll pay Otto a visit.
Don't trash him in here, will you? It'll look bad in court.
No, you don't scare me, Hunter. You're just digging your own grave.
Bad choice of words, Otto.
It's no good, Hunter. I won't lose control. I told you I'm a different man. I'm in charge of myself. I've done my time.
You know what, Otto? You're going to even do more time.
I spent 8 years thinking about you, you self-righteous pig. You sent me to hell down there, but never again. Now I'm back. I know my rights. And you can't touch me.
What's going on here?
I was just buying Otto some tea, isn't that right, Otto?
Take your hands off me.
This is one more count of harassment.
Oh, please, counselor. When I decide to harass Otto, you know the true meaning of the word.
We'll talk again, Otto, won't we?
You okay?
Yeah, thanks.
8 surveillance teams?
That's right. Trail vehicles, sound trucks, the works, 24-hour surveillance.
How do I justify spending that kind of money on your gut feeling?
Look, Lieutenant, how do you justify not spending it if he strikes again?
And he will, Lieutenant. He always does.
You said 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
You got 1.
Must be another way you could make this up to your mother.
You don't know my mother.
I know you, which means I know something about your mother.
Hunter, have you been reading my books again?
Uh-oh. Check out camera 3. Yeah, I got it now, camera 3, thanks.
Well, welcome, Lieutenant, to the wide world of surveillance.
Yeah. Field Marshal Weiler's popping nuts over what this operation's costing.
Well, you want results, it's going to cost you money.
Fine, so show me results.
Hey, look, I only went for this high-tech, costly stuff because it was Otto Minsky, remember?
Yeah, that's why I went for it, why I got the money up.
Well, the captain had to go along with it, didn't he?
Oh, sure. Yeah, he's giving me a free hand, but not because he believes in this operation. He sees this case as a career buster.
Does that mean he wants you to blow it?
No. He wants me to succeed. He's a good cop. But if I don't, it's my butt in the ringer and not his.
I sense something personal.
It's purely professional. Me and Weiler go back a long way. He never did believe in my methods. Too much like you, I guess. No. Weiler never was a street cop.
Well, I guess being street cop sure worked for you. Weren't you on the top of the list 4 weeks ago for promotion to captain?
That's right. Weiler's putting my methods to the test right here with my promotion on the line. He thinks I got myself in a no-win situation. I think maybe he's right. Maybe Minsky's got us all on a jerk line while he plays around with Hunter's head.
Now, Otto's gonna make his move, I'll guarantee you that. I feel it.
Yeah, you feel it. I used to feel it, too, when I was a street cop, Hunter. A few months ago, I decided I want to leave this outfit, at least a deputy chief, so I stopped dealing in feelings. I want facts, Hunter. Facts.
Yeah, here's a fact for you. Why is Otto going into that restaurant?
It's lunchtime.
So what's he going in there with the lunchbox for? Carter, you're the closest. Get in there after him, huh?
Roger, will go.
He's gone into the John.
Guess even Otto Minsky has to tap a kidney on occasion.
He's out again.
Where's the lunchbox? No lunchbox. Must have left it in the John.
Just like Miami.
All units, we're going in.
Freedom is rights.
You have the right to remain silent. If you give up the right to remain silent, anything you say can...
Hunter! They don't need you in there.
Yeah, but I need me in there.
Please move back. Stay behind the yellow police line. For your own safety, we ask you please stay behind the yellow police line. Use the side escalators.
Did you get it out yet?
I might not have time. I want to look inside it first. I wouldn't stand there if I were you, Hunter. Okay, Simon. Watch out.
You have your helmet. Thanks.
Looks like a sandwich. Maybe peanut butter and jelly. Pickles.
That's sick.
It's got to be in the thermos.
Open sesame. coffee, Hunter. Black?
I don't. We had probable cause, and you know it.
The man goes to the bathroom and forgets his lunchbox. That's probable cause?
The man is a convicted bomber. We would be derelict in our duties if we didn't keep him under surveillance.
That's right. He set it up.
He set it up. Oh, that's a new one. What do you mean, he forced you to conduct surveillance? To assault him? To arrest him illegally?
The answer to that is yes. He's been gaslighting me because I arrested him 8 years ago.
Sergeant, do you realize how paranoid that sounds?
I hope I'm not interrupting anything.
Johnson, you can wait outside. Mr. Minsky, why don't you have a seat?
Would you mind if I made a phone call first? I'm kind of late for doctor's appointment.
I call your nut doctor?
No, he's a therapist, not a nut doctor.
You have no right to keep him from calling his therapist.
All right. There's a phone.
Thanks. It's busy. Well, first you don't succeed. Well, I guess I'm not his only patient.
Otto, sit. I guess we ought to thank you, Miss Reed, for not hauling us into court over Sergeant Hunter's little indiscretion.
Sorry I'm late. I just came from downtown. Mr. Minsky is not being charged and is free to go. By the way, Lieutenant, told him you're doing a hell of a job. They're going to back you and Hunter all the way.
Thanks, Captain.
You understand that this department respects the rights and the problems of all people involved in the legal process.
I understand.
Sorry to bust in, Captain, but we got another one.
What?
The DA's office on Temple. It just blew up. They think he may have been in it.
Well, since you've had Mr. Minsky on 24-hour surveillance for 4 days now, I don't think you can hang this one on him.
Oh, Hunter, I think in my own interest I can help you. I think you know the place. Say, hour? Where is it?
Where's what?
A wire.
I don't have a wire.
Oh, Hunter, come on. Where is it?
See for yourself. Don't enjoy it too much.
You wish. Getting lazy.
Yeah. Okay. Let's cut all the nonsense. You came here to tell me something. What was it?
You know what your problem is, Hunter? You never learned to think like me. And I'm a rather, I'm a rather special person, wouldn't you say?
I'll agree with that.
On the other hand, I did learn to think like you. I thought and I thought of how you hounded me and kept after me and wouldn't even let me breathe. I was glad when you finally caught me. As a matter of fact, I was looking forward to the trial. But then you had me sent to Florida. And you locked me away in a rural prison. You know what that means? A rural prison in Florida by a swamp? To be boxed in a 3x5 cell? To be crawling with bugs and eaten by mosquitoes, to lie in bed at night and sweat and sweat and sweat and wake up screaming. Night after night, I'd wake up screaming your name. Your name! Your name!
Well, I'm sorry I missed that, Otto, but why don't you tell me how you planned that bomb in the DA's office?
The same way I planted the one in Chester A. Arthur High.
Well, I don't think I'm familiar with that.
Well, that's because it hasn't happened yet. But it will. When the bell rings at exactly 3 o'clock,
This better not be another false alarm, Otto.
Hunter, if it isn't, think of all of those dreadful little teeny boppers. Bang! Up in smoke. Now I ask you, am I being helpful or am I? Now this is the Hunter I know and love. Liar!
Use normal fire drill procedures to evacuate the school. We'll need a bomb squad, disposal team, and uniform backup.
And paramedics.
Shut up! Send the paramedics.
Please clear this area immediately and stay behind the yellow tape. Keep the road clear for emergency vehicle use. No one is permitted inside the building until further notice.
Oh, God, did you bust him again?
This time he admits to doing it.
Then what?
Shut up. Now you stay here. I'll keep you informed as long as we got it. Is everybody out?
Got some wacko kids upstairs playing hide and seek. They think this is a joke.
Look, we got 10 minutes. Shut up! We got 10 minutes. You got to use tear gas to get these guys out of here. I don't care what you do, but get them out.
This must be them.
Come on, move it, guys.
Bomb squad guys are still upstairs.
Stay behind the yellow line.
Get your men out of here, Singer. Otto's gonna show me where the bomb is, aren't you, Otto? But he doesn't want any witnesses, isn't that right?
Hunter, you're so clever.
Mr. Singer, I want everyone out now. Clear the premises, now.
Okay, Otto, where's the bomb? One of the lockers?
Ah, now you're starting to think like me.
What locker? What's the combination? Come on, what's the locker? What's the combination? Talk to me, because if you don't, we're all gonna go to hell together, huh?
Oh, Hunter, I love it when you swear.
I'll bet you do.
All right. Let me call my lawyer, and if she says okay, I'll tell you. Ow! Phone company. Wrong number.
You idiot.
Busy. I guess I'm not her only client. Sorry, Hunter, but I can't say a word without my lawyer.
There never was a bomb, was there? This was all a big roust, wasn't it?
Could be. But if it isn't, like you said, we'll go to hell together.
To Santa Monica.
So, 3 o'clock bell, the bomb goes off, huh, Otto?
Hunter, do you think either one of us will, hear it?
I think I will. We'll call him.
Coming out.
Bye.
Hunter! You said we go to hell together!
Start without me, Otto.
You can't leave me here!
Really? Well, the way I see it, Otto, it's the only way I can stop these bombings.
Hunter!
Well, that's because it hasn't happened yet.
I don't need to hear it all again.
So what about it, Miss Reed?
Well, you realize, of course, that such a tape made without my client's knowledge or permission is inadmissible as evidence in any court of law.
Let me ask you a question. How do you sleep at night?
Look, what you've got there is evidence of a hoax, not a bombing. When the bomb went off in the DA's office, my client was with you, here. And when the courthouse in Van Nuys got hit, he was with you again, in the high school.
Let me tell you something. That DA is the one that sent Otto to Florida. You understand that? And the judge, the one from Van Nuys, he's the one that presided over Otto's case. Now, if you tell me, Miss Reed, how does he do it without a timing device, huh?
I don't know. Sergeant Hunter, where are you going to be in 1 hour?
Where do you want me to be?
That coffee shop across the street?
I'll be there.
I'll be there, too.
Guess I'll have to call my mother, tell her I'll be late again.
I'm letting you off the hook this time. I'll take this one all by myself.
This is very hard for me. But I've been doing my job. That's all. The law.
The letter of the law.
Yes, but that's what I've believed in all my life. That the law took precedence over any individual case. But now I believe that the man I've sworn to defend is guilty. And that if I continue to defend him, he may kill again.
Yes, he will.
So what can I do? Stand by, let it happen? I mean, that's not rational. And if the law isn't rational, then my whole life doesn't work. So, since you saw me last, Sergeant, I've resigned my position with the American Legal Action Committee. I am no longer anyone's attorney. And I never will be.
That's a little rash, isn't it, Miss Reed? Look, I'm sorry, but if that's what it takes to get to the truth about Otto, then...
It's what was necessary to me before I could tell you this. Once, when I was in Otto's apartment, I went to make a phone call. I happened to look at the phone book. It was open to the yellow pages before I dialed. There was an advertisement there, circled with a marker pen. That would have meant nothing, of course, but Otto leaped up and snatched the phone book away from me. His behavior was so strange. Well, I remembered the ad, the name of the company. I've written it here. It may explain at least how he's putting the bombs in place.
I'm very grateful to you for this information. Why, I know what you must have gone through to get to this point.
I doubt if anyone could.
No Otto Minsky. Right, 42 Wilshire in Larchmont.
Okay, how about a delivery to St. Andrew's Cemetery on 11th?
No St. Andrew's Cemetery on the 11th.
How about a delivery to...
Wrong 21, behind the pizza parlor.
How about a delivery to District Attorney Alan Wertheimer on Temple Street?
Yep, we delivered a package to him on the 17th.
Yeah? Can you cross-reference to see who sent it?
Mm-hmm. Oh, right, 83. Report back here. You're in deep trouble. Pay dirt.
Dee Dee McCall, what's that?
We just delivered that one.
Send bomb disposal units and the paramedics. L56 out.
Well, since my lawyer quit me, I'm entitled to one more call.
Let him use the payphone down the hall.
Excuse me? I'll need a quarter.
Give him a quarter.
Yes, I do plan on coming tonight. Yes, I do know that I missed your birthday, but tonight is... Okay, did you just listen to me for a second, Mom? Okay, listen. I put a message on your tape machine. I told you I was going to be a little late. I didn't say anything about canceling.
Busy. Well, first you don't succeed.
I know that, Mom. Okay, Mom, will you just listen to me? When you don't listen to me, it's demeaning to me as a person. This is me talking, not my therapist. Well, I didn't start it.
What uncaring people. Tying up the lines like that is unbelievable.
Okay, look, why don't I just hang up and we'll get into this another time, okay? I'm sorry too, Mom. I was just trying to please you.
Katie, let me in!
Yeah, wait a minute, just a minute.
It's me, Hunter, let me in!
Mom?
Why aren't you with your mother?
What's with the captain?
He was just telling the press how it felt to capture the Jacksonville bomber. By the way, how did it feel?
Good. Felt good. And thank you. That was good work.
Listen, thank you. Appreciate all your help. I'm on my way down now to see Otto. Catch you later. I won't be long.
No hurry. He's got the time.
I knew you'd come. You're gonna miss me, Hunter.
Yeah, sure, Otto. Just like you'll miss me.
Yes. We do think alike. But it's not really lonely in prison. On the contrary, you're never alone. There's always someone talking or listening, sucking away the air, the very breath out of you. This time you won't send me to Florida.
No, Otto, we're not going to send you to Florida this time. I came down here to tell you personally that I'm going to do everything I possibly can to get you put in the California State Gas Chamber.
Hunter! Hunter! Hunter!